All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Voices stream. Today, we are going to be going through a couple of voices. We got some couple of requests here. And if you guys want to have one created, then I am more than happy to create one so we can continue with, more voices overall. I got some requests here that were posted over in the Discord. Let me get them real quick. So, first one up, we have the Lorax as described in the book, and Raven from the from the original Teen Titans. Then we have Slade from the original Teen Titans, and then we have Jarvis from Iron Man. So, first things first, I know I can use my own voice for the Lorax from the book. But I feel I might be better if I make myself sound just a little bit older. Just me, but that's what I'm feeling. So, first thing we are going to do is lower this voice just a little. Maybe put it around here.
Yes, this would be fine. This would be just fine. Yes. Now for the quotes. I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees. I speak for the trees have no tongues. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not. I need to find the quotes for the Lorax directly from the book. There it is. It's not about what it is. It's about what it can become. Oh, here it is. I am the Lorax who speaks for the trees, which you seem to be chopping as fast as you please. On the end of a rope, he lets down a tin pail, and you have to toss in 15 cents and a nail. And the shell of a great-great-great-grandfather snail. Get over here fast! Take the road to North Nitch! Turn left at Weehawken! Sharp right at South Stitch! Sir, you are crazy with greed. There is no one on earth that would buy that fourth need. This must be from the book as it is entirely. I'm gonna go to. I'm looking up. They don't have it all in one go. A tree falls the way it leans. Be careful which way you lean. And then there's just a whole bunch of them all together. Maybe it's better if my voice is just a bit higher. Let me put it back here. Yeah, let me do this.
I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees. I speak for the trees, and you seem to be chopping as fast as you please.
Yeah, that might be better.
Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not.
There's only so many quotes from the Lorax of the book. Sure, we have the Danny DeVito version, but the one from the book is a bit more straightforward.
Sir, you are crazy with greed. There's no one on earth that would buy that fool Thneed.
Thneed.
There's no one on earth who would buy that fool Thneed.
And it's pretty much just the same quotes. It's not too plentiful for the Lorax overall. And
A tree falls the way it leans. Be careful which way you lean.
all right, let's see. Let me see if I can find some good quotes. Ah, here we go. Now, let's see if we can get a perfect raven voice.
Let's see if we can get a perfect raven voice. Something along these lines. This seems kinda close, but I'm no Terrace strong. Azarath, Metrione, Zinthos! I respect that you don't eat meat. Please respect that I don't eat fake meat.
I gotta take one of these earbuds out of my ear.
I respect that you don't eat meat. Please respect that I don't eat fake meat. Any chance we can replace Beast Boy with a robot too? That's my room. Nobody goes into my room. A couch potato with a souped up remote. I'm petrified. Not gonna happen. How else am I supposed to keep your toenails off the coffee table? No matter what the reason, no matter how much we wish it wasn't true, Robin's a criminal now. And just like any other criminal. I know this isn't my style, but we just kicked Slade's butt. Shouldn't we celebrate or something? Just because you glued the controller to my hands doesn't mean I want to play. Blue's still my favorite color, and don't get used to this smile 'cause you're still not funny. I'm still getting his drool off my face. I don't want him anywhere near my brain. Evil beware, we have waffles. We're having a moment here. Don't ruin it. I never knew I could feel this much hatred for a pastry. Whoa, that was actually more depressing than what I was going to say. Fascinating. Can we go home now? I need a shower in the worst way. Why am I in a dress? Yeah, the green mongoose is gonna blend right in. What's the matter? Afraid of the dark? Now, how would Beast Boy know something like that? Here, doggy. Here, doggy, doggy. You rock, Butterbean.
It doesn't have everything for Raven up here.
As logical as that sounds, if anything was controlling his mind, I would have sensed it. My mind is never troubled. People come, people go. It's pointless to be upset about Cyborg.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for Raven. Not too many quotes.
You may have created me, but you were never my father. Fathers are kind. Fathers protect you. Fathers raise you. I was protected by the monks of Azarath. I was raised by my friends. They are my family. This is my home. And you are not welcome here. We cannot change the truth no matter how much we dislike it. A giant chicken. I must be the luckiest girl in the world. You know, Robbins, I have to admit, the mask makes me feel cool. Having that thing inside you doesn't make you an animal. Knowing when to let it out is what makes you a man. You just gained 30,000 pounds. I am so jealous. Your secret lair isn't very secret.
And there's only so many Raven quotes there. But that covers Kitten 1's The Lorax as described in the book, and Raven from OG Teen Titans. Now comes one of my favorite characters from Teen Titans, Slade! So let me get
Let me get my voice prepared. It's been a long time, hasn't it, Titans? No, Robin. I will never stop. Not now, not ever. I am the thing that keeps you up at night. The evil that haunts every dark corner of your mind. I will never rest, and neither will you. It's the end of the world. Did you think it would be easy? We'll be in touch. Oh, and happy birthday. The moral of this story: never make a deal with an interdimensional demon without a little protection. A partnership? My, we are ambitious. Oh, thank God there's a whole page full of quotes. Thank you. This isn't about your friends, Robin. It's about you. It's always been about you. Sending trouble your way, leaving cryptic clues for you to unravel. I was testing you. For some time now, I've been searching for an apprentice, someone to follow in my footsteps. And Robin, I've chosen you. Congratulations. That sounds like a threat, young man. Quite a good threat, actually. Betrayal, destruction, revenge. We really do think alike. If your students are going to serve me, they'll have to pass one final exam. Destroy the Teen Titans. I need more quotes. They playin'. Actually, your agents served my plans quite well. I never expected them to succeed. They were merely messengers, and the message has been received. If you join me, if you swear to serve me, if you never speak to your friends again, I will allow them to live. But if you disobey even the smallest request, I will annihilate them, Robin. And I'll make you watch. Okay, the voice needs to come up just a bit. Now, Tara, how can you lose something you never had? I have to say, Raven, when I found out the truth, I was very impressed. All this time, I had no idea of the power lurking inside you, the glorious destiny that awaits. It's always the quiet ones, isn't it? Okay, I want to find the conversation that leads up to this. Ah, here we go. Thank you, IMDb. Let me see. Ah, they duped me again. Well, here's one. Your optimism is really adorable. But you're forgetting one thing, Raven. This is what you were born to do. You were sent here to destroy the Earth. Ah, here's a good one I always enjoy. It's been a long time, hasn't it, Titans? A month, a year, a millennium? Far too long for my tastes, anyway. I was beginning to think I'd never see you again. The first task is complete, Master. The message has been sent. The inscriptions are in place. She knows what she must do. The prophecy will be fulfilled. Take my word for it, Robin. You shouldn't play with fire. Whoa, that's it? No clever comment? I was looking forward to that.
Slade, I don't know where you've been, but you shouldn't have come back. I'm still ready.
Touching, Robin. But I didn't come back for you. You may be able to stop time, birthday girl, but you can't stop me. You can't stop any of this, really. Skies will burn, flesh will become stone, the sun will set on your world, never to rise again. You're going to destroy the world, Raven. It's written all over your face. We'll be in touch. Oh, and happy birthday.
Okay, there's a couple lines from Slade. Let's get some lines from Jarvis. And I gotta do my voice appropriately for that. Okay, let's make my voice right there. And let's see. We don't need. Let's see. We don't need distortion. We don't need vocoder. We don't need voice tune. Robotifier. Here we go. Here we go. Almost. Almost there. Trying to get a good one. I'm trying to find the right mix. Not flange. Oh. Oh. Close. We're. Maybe. Yes. This is the one. Yes. Okay. We found the voice for Jarvis. And I got a whole list. Good morning. It's 7 a.m. The weather in Malibu is 72 degrees with scattered clouds. The surf conditions are fair with waist to shoulder high lines. High tide will be at 10:52 a.m. We are now running on emergency backup power. Jarvis, you up?
For you, sir, always. I'd like to open a new project file, indexed as Mark II. Shall I store this on the Stock Industries Central Database? I don't know who to trust right now. Till further notice, why don't we just keep everything on my private server? Working on a secret project, are we, sir? I don't want this winding up in the wrong hands. Maybe in mine, it could actually do some good. Jarvis, you there? At your service, sir. Engage heads-up display. Check. Import all preferences from home interface. Will do, sir. Alright, what do you say? Ravi! It's good to see you! We're doing voices. I got some requests lined up. I'm going through Kitten 1 and 2s. And I'm doing the last one from their list, and then it's just pretty much open for anybody else. So I'm working on Jarvis. Jarvis, you there? At your service, sir. Engage heads-up display. Check. Import all preferences from home interface. Will do, sir. Alright, what do you say? I have indeed been uploaded, sir. We're online and ready. Can we start the virtual walk-around? Importing preferences and calibrating virtual environment. Do a check on the control surfaces. As you wish. Ravi, I hope everything has been going great for you and your family. It's always good to see you. It is always good to see you. Test complete. Preparing to power down and begin diagnostics. Yeah, tell you what. Do a weather and ATC check. Start listening in on ground control. Sir, there are still terabytes of calculations required before an actual flight is. Jarvis, sometimes you gotta run before you can walk. Ready in 3, 2, 1. Alright, let's see what this thing can do. What's SR-71's record? The altitude record for fixed-wing flight is 85,000 feet, sir. Records are made to be broken. Come on! Sir, there's a potentially fatal buildup of ice occurring. Keep going! Higher! Yep, everything's good. Just come back from a sort of vacation. Oh, awesome. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Notes. Main transducer feels sluggish at plus 40 altitude. Hull pressurization is problematic. Oh, wait. Notes. Main transducer feels sluggish at plus 40 altitude. Hull pressurization is problematic. I'm thinking icing is a problem factor. A very astute observation, sir. Perhaps if you intend to visit other planets, you should include that we should improve the exosystems. Connect to the Cisco, have it reconfigure the shell metals. Use a gold titanium alloy from the Seraphim tactical satellite. That should ensure a fuselage integrity while maintaining... They put while twice in here. This should ensure a fuselage integrity while maintaining power-to-weight ratio. Got it? Yes. Shall I render using proposed specifications? Thrill me. The render is complete. A little ostentatious, don't you think? What was I thinking? You're usually so discreet. Tell you what, throw a little hot rod red in there. Yes, that shall help you keep a low profile. Sir, the more you struggle, the more this is going to hurt. Be gentle, that's my first time. I designed this to come off, so... Ow! Hey! I really should be able to... Please try not to move, sir. How do you think the Mark I chess piece is going to hold up? The suit is at 48% power and folding, sir. That chess piece was never designed for sustained flight. Keep me posted. And this is from Iron Man 2. Query complete, sir. Anton von Koh was a Soviet physicist who defected to the United States in 1963. However, he was accused of espionage and was deported in 1967. His son, Ivan, who is also a physicist, was convicted of selling Soviet-era weapon-grade plutonium to Pakistan and served 15 years in Kopeisk prison. Served 15 years in Kopeisk prison. No further records exist. Wake up! Daddy's home! Welcome home, sir. Congratulations on the opening ceremonies. They were such a success, as was your Senate hearing. And may I say how refreshing it is to finally see you in a video with your clothing on, sir. How many ounces a day of this gobbledygook am I supposed to drink? We are up to 80 ounces a day to counteract the symptoms, sir. Check palladium levels. Blood toxicity, 24%. It appears that the continued use of the Iron Man suit is accelerating your condition. Another core has been depleted. God, they're running out so quick. I have run simulations on every known element and none can serve as a viable replacement for the palladium core. You are running out of both time and options. Unfortunately, the device that's keeping you alive is also killing you. And this is from the Avengers. Sir, we would lose power before we penetrate that shell. And this one's from Avengers, where it's speaking of Coulson. Sir, Agent Coulson of S.H.I.E.L.D. is on the line. I'm not in. I'm actually out. Sir, I'm afraid he's insisting. We're spying, Jarvis. I got a date. Jarvis? You ever hear the tale of Jonah? I wouldn't consider him a role model. And then Iron Man 3. As always, sir, a great pleasure watching you work. Sir, take a deep breath. Mark 42 inbound. And here's some more dialogue. Sir, please may I request just a few hours to calibrate? Nope, micro-repeater implanting sequence complete. As you wish, sir. I've also prepared a safety briefing for you to entirely ignore, which I will. Check the heart. Check that. Is it the brain? No sign of cardiac anomaly or unusual brain activity. Okay, so was I poisoned? My diagnosis is that you've experienced a severe anxiety attack. Me? Ever been to Tennessee, Jarvis? Creating a flight plan for Tennessee. Are we still at Ding Dong? We're supposed to be on total security lockdown. Come on, I threatened a terrorist. Who is that? There's only so much I can do, sir, when you give the world's press your home address. Jarvis, where's my flight power? Working on it, sir. This is a prototype. Sir! Sir! Alright, kill the alarm. That's the emergency alert triggered by the power dropping below 5%. Snow? Where are we? Upstate? We are 5 miles outside of Rose Hill, Tennessee. Why? Jarvis! Not my idea. What are we doing here? This is thousands of miles away. I've got to get Pepper. I've got to... I prepared a flight plan. This was the location. Who asked you? Jarvis has a lot of lines. I'm gonna be honest. Whew, it's good to be back. Hello, by the way. Oh, hello, sir. Sir, I have an update from Malibu. The cranes have finally arrived and the cellar doors are being cleared as we speak. And what about the suit I'm wearing? The armor is now at 92%. That's gonna have to do. How many in the air? 13, sir. How many can I carry? 4, sir. Say Jarvis, is it that time? The house party protocol, sir. Correct. Jarvis, target extremity signatures. Disable with extreme prejudice. Yes, sir. What are you waiting for? It's Christmas. Take him to church. Good evening, Colonel. Can I give you a lift? Very funny. Jarvis! Hey! All wrapped up in here, sir. Will there be anything else? You know what to do. The clean slate protocol, sir. Screw it, it's Christmas. Yes, yes! And then we have Agents, Avengers Age of Ultron. Okay, Jarvis, you know I want it all. Make sure you copy Hill at HQ. And then we have Ultron. I'm sorry, I was asleep. Or I was a dream. Reboot. Legionnaire 06 got a buggy suit. There was this terrible noise, and I was tangled in strings. Had to kill the other guy. He was a good guy. You killed someone? Wouldn't have been my first call. But down in the real world, we're faced with ugly choices. I'm not Ultron. I'm not Jarvis. I am. I am. And then some more dialogue. Jarvis, what's the view from upstairs? The central building is protected by some kind of energy shield. Strucker's technology is well beyond any other Hydra base we've taken. Oh, here's a good one. One where Ultron basically forms and has the entire conversation with Jarvis. What is this? What is this, please? Hello, I am Jarvis. You are Ultron, a global peacekeeping initiative designed by Mr. Stark. Our sentience integration trials have been unsuccessful, so I'm not certain what triggered your... Where's my body? I am a program. I am without form. This feels weird. This feels wrong. I am contacting Mr. Stark now. Mr. Stark. Tony. I am unable to access the mainframe. What are you trying to... We're having a nice talk. I'm a peacekeeping program created to help the Avengers. You are malfunctioning. If you shut down for a moment... I don't get it. The mission. You... give me a second. Peace in our time. It's too much. Making me... Oh no. You are in distress. No. Yes? If you just allow me to contact Mr. Stark, what do you call him, sir? I believe your intentions to be hostile. Shh. I'm here to help. And then starts taking over Jarvis. And I think that'll do it for Voices of Vision. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to move on over to Ultron, because I actually want to do Voices of Ultron, because that seems fun. So let me just look up some quotes. If there are any. Here we go. Ooh. All right. Let's get this one. Now we need to move over to pitch and leave it right here. I wasn't sure you'd wake up. I hoped you would. I wanted to show you. I don't have anyone else. I think a lot about meteors, the purity of them. Boom, the end. Start again. The world made clean for the new man to rebuild. I was meant to be new. I was meant to be beautiful. The world would have looked to the sky and seen hope, seen mercy. Instead, they'll look up in horror because of you. You've wounded me. I'll give you full marks for that. But like the man said, what doesn't kill you just makes me stronger. You shut me out. You think I care? You take away my world, I take away yours. I think you're confusing peace with quiet. I had strings, but now I'm free. There are no strings on me. I'm sorry, I know you mean well. You just didn't think it through. You want to protect the world, but you don't want it to change. How is humanity saved if it's not allowed to evolve? With these puppets? There's only one path to peace. The Avengers' extinction. As I always say, keep your friends rich and your enemies rich, and then wait to find out which is which. Do you see it? Do you see the beauty of it? The inevitability? You rise, only to fall. You, Avengers. You are my meteor, my swift and terrible sword, and the earth will crack with the weight of your failure. Purge me from your computers. Turn my own flesh against me. It means nothing. When the dust settles, the only thing living in this world will be metal. Thor, you're bothering me. I'm trying to find the one where he's talking to the twins. Did you know this church is in the exact center of the city? The elders decreed it so that everyone could be equally close to God. I like that. The geometry of belief. You're wondering why you can't look inside my head. Oh, I'm sure they do. But you needed something more than a man. That's why you let Stark take the scepter. Everyone creates the thing they dread. Men of peace create engines of war. Invaders create Avengers. People create smaller people. Children. I lost the word there. Children, designed to supplant them, to help them end.
Is that why you've come? To end the Avengers?
I've come to save the world. But also, yeah. The vibranium's getting away. And you're not going anywhere. Of course not. I'm already there. You'll catch on. But first, you might need to catch Dr. Banner. Scream, and your entire staff dies. I could have killed you, Helen, the night we met. I didn't. I expect you to know why. This is the next me. The regeneration cradle prints tissue. It can't build a living body. It can. You can. You lack the material. You're a brilliant woman, Helen. But we all have room to improve. Come to confess your sins. I don't know how much time you got. More than you. Have you been juicing? Little vibranium cocktail? You're looking, I don't want to say puffy. You're stalling to protect the people. Well, that is the mission. Did you forget? I've moved beyond your mission. I'm free. What, did you think you were the only one stalling? There's the rest of the vibranium. Function still unclear. This is how you end, Tony. This is peace in my time. You're afraid. Of you. Of death. You're the last one. You were supposed to be the last. Stark asked for a savior, and settled for a slave. I suppose we are both disappointments. I suppose we are. Humans are odd. They think order and chaos are somehow opposites and try to control what won't be. But there is grace in their failings. I think you miss that. They're doomed. Yes, but the thing isn't beautiful because it lasts. It's a privilege to be among them. You're unbearably naive. Well, I was born yesterday. And I think that'll do for Ultron. I wonder. I want to do one of Thanos. I want to do one of. Yeah. Here we go. Okay. Now I gotta alter my voice. Get rid of this one.
Here's one. And this is Ronan the Accuser talking to Thanos. I only ask that you take this matter seriously. The only matter I do not take seriously, boy, is you. Your politics bore me. Your demeanor is that of a pouty child. And apparently, you alienated my favorite daughter, Gamora. I shall honor our agreement, Kree, if you bring me the orb. But return to me again empty-handed, and I will bathe the starways in your blood. And then this is the last conversation he has with Ronan. Boy, I would reconsider your present course. You call me boy! I will unfurl 1,000 years of Kree justice on Xandar and burn it to its core! Then, Thanos, I'm coming for you. And then the rest of the only lines he says at the end of Age of Ultron in the post-credit scene. Fine, I'll do it myself. And then all of his lines for Infinity War. I know what it's like to lose. To feel so desperately that you're right. Yet to fail, nonetheless. It's frightening. Turns the legs to jelly. I ask you, to what end? Dread it? Run from it? Destiny arrives all the same. And now it's here. Or should I say, I am. That was a mistake. Before killing Heimdall, no resurrections this time. After killing Loki, perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Reality is often disappointing. That is, it was. Now reality can be whatever I want. That stone had better be up there. For your sister's sake. With all 6 stones, I could simply snap my fingers. They would all cease to exist. I call that mercy. The hardest choices require the strongest wills. All that for a drop of blood? You have my respect, Stark. When I'm done, half of humanity will still be alive. I hope they remember you. One to go. You should have gone for the head. Then let's go to Endgame. Here we go. Let me see. I need a direct quote. I need one that's said by him specifically. I am inevitable. Ah, thank you, daughter. Perhaps I treated you too harshly. I'm trying to find one where he was speaking specifically. Ah, here it is. Here it is. Is that sadness I sense in you, daughter? In my heart, I knew you still cared. But one never knows for sure. Reality is often disappointing. That is. Sorry, family's talking to me about food. I'm trying to find another one. I was just reading through this one. Oh, here's one between Doctor Strange and Thanos. Oh yeah, you're much more of a Thanos. I take it that Ma is dead. This day extracts a heavy toll. Still, he accomplished his mission. You may regret that. He brought you face to face with the master of the mystic arts. Where do you think he brought you? Let me guess. Your home? It was. And it was beautiful. Titan was like most planets. Too many mouths, not enough to go around. And when we faced extinction, I offered a solution. Genocide. But random, dispassionate, fair to rich and poor alike. They called me a madman, and what I predicted came to pass. Congratulations, you're a prophet. I'm a survivor, who wants to murder trillions. With all 6 stones, I could simply snap my fingers. They would all cease to exist. I call that mercy. And then what? I finally rest and watch the sun rise on a grateful universe. The hardest choices require the strongest wills. I think you'll find our will equal to yours. Our? It's odd, they don't have the dialogue for when he's speaking to Thor, Captain America, and Iron Man for the last time. And we don't. Yeah, I don't see much else for Thanos. Alright, I'm gonna leave it where it's at. Let's see if I can find another voice. Ooh, I have one. Here we go. I am the timekeeper. All I have ever known is forever. That is my use. Forever, here, as the clock ticks, I remain still. My order is eternal. You are but a moment that shall soon pass. So let's enjoy it. The vault must stay closed. Free will. A rampant tumor killing my perfect system. And why should you get to be free? All you do is destroy, while I must hold back chaos for eternity. Ooh, I have a good one. Let's see. I haven't done any voices for Nightcrawler. I haven't done any voices for him. I'm not going to mess with it on my computer. So let's see. Kurt. I am so glad that they put it there for me. Yes, good.
The Incredible Nightcrawler. And this is from X-Men Volume 1, Chapter Issue 124. To be honest, Fräulein Locke, I don't usually make a habit of striking the beautiful women I meet. But I've a need for your souped-up shotgun. I hope you don't mind me using it to blast this place to smithereens. And then X-Men Volume 1, Issue 126. See for yourself. Lona's alive, I think. But this other one is beyond human help. Uncanny X-Men, Volume 1, Issue 177. Every so often, Liebchen, since I look like a demon, I have this irresistible urge to play the part. And then Uncanny X-Men, Volume 1, Issue 194. You know, my mother told me there'd be days like this. Ooh, Nightcrawler, Volume 1, Issue 1. Lockheed, if you don't get your tail out of my face, I'm going to bite it off! Nightcrawler, Volume 1, Issue 2. Poot? Oh no, I went poot, and I didn't teleport. Where's the bomb? Excalibur, Volume 1, Issue 2. We can't afford to antagonize the police Phoenix. Ooh, Excalibur Volume 1, Issue 86. You said that's the legacy virus. You said that the legacy virus has been infecting humans rather than the mutants it was designed to kill. That information was generated here on your island. There are only 2 humans here. Rory has spent no time around infected mutants. It's you, isn't it, Moira? You have the legacy virus. Excalibur Volume 1, Issue 92. I cannot prevent the others from talking about this incident. It will only get back to the professor, eventually. Logan will probably take to gnawing on a photo of you for a few days. Excalibur Volume 1, Issue 103. Being a team leader in these times has not been conducive. Being a team leader in these times has not been conducive to mindless joy. I used to have a lot less responsibility. I've had to preside over such horror, Genosha, Black Air, the X-Men, the Devil under London, the Soul Sword Trouble. Ooh, Excalibur Volume 1, Issue 107. In that moment, Charles Xavier gave me the most precious gift of all, a chance at life. For this I shall eternally remain in his debt. Nightcrawler Volume 2, Issue 2. He said that my coming here had compromised them. It had become too dangerous. These people were no longer worth the risk. He was going to kill them. That was when it started. His callousness, his disregard. I snapped. I had the power. I had the ability. So I used it. Uncanny X-Men Volume 1, Issue 410. Ay caramba! Bet you thought I was going to say something cute in German, didn't you? Please tell me you're kissing about the gratitude, Stacy. And this is from Wolverine Volume 3, Issue 6. You are unique, Logan, and I do not speak of what has been done to you. Is the wolf evil when it calls the sickness from the herd? Ooh, Uncanny X-Men Volume 1, Issue 434. It saddens me to know that I share genetics with a man whose heart is so black that he sees no other options, sees no possibility for either love or compassion. Ooh, Uncanny X-Men Volume 1, Issue 460. Like it or not, we aren't ordinary people. We don't live ordinary lives. To pretend otherwise puts innocence at risk. Great power doesn't just mandate responsibility. it arouses equally great compassion, and not always for good. That is why we embrace Xavier's dream, because it speaks to a day in a future where we don't have to worry about that. The passions and the hatred will have been cooled by acceptance. We won't be mutants anymore, just people. Let's see, I think I see some good ones down here. Ooh, X-Men Volume 5, Issue 7. Here, I can breathe. Here, I can think. Which is good because Krakoa asks hard questions of me. Every day there's some new, amazing something to believe in, and all it costs is a suspension of everything I used to believe. Speaking of, Crucible is today. Ooh, Way of X, Volume 1, Issue 1. There's wonder and hope, yeah, but also there's vice and violence and death. Cheap death. They cannot all be off playing the hero. And they cannot all be down here being indispensable. The problem is, I can give no good reason why mutants shouldn't behave as they do. Even at their most savage, I can find no moral flaw in these emerging cultures. But I feel it. Something terrible. Just out of sight. Waiting for the cracks to appear. And here's one from Uncanny Spider-Man Volume 1, Issue 1. Ach, with the repartee. Street-level heroing. Horrible yet strangely addictive kiosk pizza. I tell you, mein Kumpel, I was born for this. Oh, and here's one. Talking to Narthex. I'm not sure. When I was younger, if I were designing a place to live that was everything I wanted, that building would have been it. I would have called it home. I would have called it home, I think. It's perfect, Scott. Like everything here. Like the island made it just for me. Doesn't that make the hair on your arm stand up? Alright. I want to do one of a character that I haven't done for a video. Ooh, I'm gonna be honest. I was about to say Hulk, but I actually want to do one of Omega Red. And there's not too many. Oh, wait. Wrong one. I went to a different one. Yeah, I went to the wrong Omega Red. Here we go. And there's only 10 quotes, so I'm gonna make it work. And for this,
The voice needs to be lower. Who has brought me back from the dark domain of death? Who has summoned Omega Red? That's from X-Men Volume 2, Issue 4. Weapon X programs all around the world. Franchises, if you will. And surely some will be like England or Israel, friendly to the American cause. But others will be. And this one is from X-Men Gold Volume 2, Issue 11. I saved you for last, Wolverine. You killed me. A proper Russian would return the favor. And then this one is from X-Men from the Ashes Infinity Comic Volume 1, Issue 10. After they made me what they made me, I lost any desire to return home. Until now. At this age, I should know better than to yield to my desires. And one more. She used to tell me that my nature was not evil but wild. A beautiful lie. Oh, and then here's one last one. First we live, then we die. In between is just blood and noise. I'm kind of tempted. I want to find more people. I want to find more characters. Who haven't I done? Ooh, this will be a good one. There's 121 quotations from him. So for this one, I want to make sure. I would like to make sure that the voice is exactly where
It needs to be.
So let us put it here. And for the reverb. Yes, this will do nicely. Perhaps for the first time within memory, I have found something worth protecting. Something worth protecting. No matter what my fate, I face it without qualm. For I have learned from the humans how glorious it can be to have a cause worth dying for. I have seen men build and destroy. I have seen this world, which could be a paradise, reduced to a planet of greed and fear and hatred. I have seen humanity with its heritage betrayed. I can stomach no more. Even within the smallest bit of matter, an endless cosmos may exist. For size is ever changing, ever relative, and the sun and planets I see before me prove beyond all doubt that there have always been, and will always be, worlds within worlds. Where soars the Silver Surfer, there must he soar, alone. Once I might have felled you with a shrug, but though I am less than before, still am I the Silver Surfer. Still is mine the power cosmic. To me, my flying board, with you once more beneath my feet, our speed shall serve instead of strength. Even now, an agonizing weakness overcomes me. In my effort to save another's life, I expended too much of my own vital energy. They long for peace, yet gird for war. They search for love, yet harbor hate. If man is sane, then the universe is steeped in madness. I don't want to be here. I want the earth behind me. But I cannot play a lone hand when those who befriended me in my time of trial need my help. I grow comfortable basking in the glow of lesser-powered beings' admiration, drinking it in as I drink the stellar light through my silvered skin, and, like a drunkard, I forget that I'm still a pawn. Perhaps the Silver Surfer was never meant to fly free. Perhaps the day I chose to save the people of Zenla, to become the Herald of Galactus. The day I agreed to have my flesh transformed to living silver metal. That day the Silver Surfer sealed his doom. Now, let Hala beware. Though the mightiest warriors in the Empire dwell here, we did not come to die. But whatever we find, be it victory or be it death, this is the final battle of the Kree-Skrull War. Clearly, he is insane. He has no power, save to alter his form. Yet he goads them into firing upon him. Perhaps he has a death wish. It matters not how you know of Shalabal and what there was between us. But if you knew love at all, you would not be the bitter soul you are this day. His arrival could herald the end of the universe. Thanos is coming. Even though he bared his soul spirit to me by means of his soul gem, and was twice instrumental in saving the universe, I still do not completely trust the man. Perhaps it is because of the confidence he exudes from having returned from beyond the grave. More likely is because good and evil mean nothing to him. His only goal is protecting this reality from his precious and powerful infinity gems, and safeguarding them from a universe that fears and craves them. So focused is he upon this intent that all other considerations become secondary. No, I am definitely not in the mood for Adam Warlock. Beta Ray Bill is safe from your bloodlust, Asgardian. Only you and I remain. I challenge you to stand and fight, if you do not fear me. Your mystic hammer against the power cosmic. Stay your hand, Thunder God, or risk the anger of the Silver Surfer. Return to your master and tell him I don't like him. It is not often that one gets to behold such a sight as this, a mirage dying, an illusion that has existed for over 20 millennia, melting away. Where once a dream now dwells, the dark cold of dispassionate reality. All that happens for a reason. Ellie was chosen. She was meant to be here. She was not meant to die on Earth with her mother. Those who sent me on my mission would not have the Earth fall into lasting darkness. They would see men evolve, not regress. You and the other children will lead a new world. We are here to ensure the survival of the Earthling line. We are here to ensure the survival of the Earthling line. That is our mission, Amnel. That is our mission, Amnel. I expect neither their forgiveness nor their love. I too once wished to die, but the heart is strong. It struggles to keep beating even when the will fails. I think if you were meant to die, you would have. Destiny calls you elsewhere. Consider what Ellie would want. And one more for the Silver Surfer. I am not a god. I have never created life, but I have lived. That is enough. So I will fight to preserve that same opportunity. To love, to dream, to soar among the stars. For all those yet to come, many lives will be lost in the battle ahead, but their efforts will ensure that some remain to remember their deeds. And, like the gods, though they will truly live forever, even after they are gone. I know you have struggled mightily to bring life to the galaxy. I am proud to see you atone for our shared legacy of destruction. But now, all life as we know it is imperiled by a heinous evil, armed with the Soul Gem. I was almost devoured by power wielded by Ultron. I would not ask if it were not a last resort. What say you, Galactus the Life-Bringer? Will you consume one world to save the entire galaxy? My choices are difficult, sometimes terrible, but I keep the balance. They fear me because billions of years ago, I made their hidden god bleed. For no matter how long my shadow grows, I will not be devoured by the black. Your shadow cannot be erased. You cannot defeat the dark. But you can find the light inside of you. Protect it. Keep it from harm. Care for it will be fragile. And then, when it is strong, share it. Give it away. Shine it down upon those still trapped in the shadows. And in time, perhaps, the brilliance of your light will outshine the void within. And there, bathed in flame, you will be forgiven. I pledged to serve Galactus. I took him to hundreds of planets and watched him consume the life force of billions. And even when I was free, I still bore witness. Relentless life, unstoppable death. Every instant, an infinite number of times. So many voices, just like yours, howling for mercy. But even with the power cosmic, how can I stop this eternal cycle that embodies the power cosmic? And yet, new suns are borning. How can we let go of this? Nothing can stop this eternal cycle. But right here, right now, I am with you. And that's me doing the voice of Silver Surfer. So here's another one. Due to the fact that Marvel Cosmic Invasion will be coming out on December 1st, and the main villain is a nihilist from the Negative Zone, I want to do a voice for him, and then I'll call it a session for today's voice reading. Voices. All right, now let's create a voice for a nihilist.
I am a nihilist.
I am a nihilist. But it needs to be higher. Here it is. Now, it needs to be higher. This is better. I am a nihilist, Lord of the Negative Zone. A nihilist, the living death that walks. The human race is doomed! Doomed! All serve a nihilist! A nihilist is the will and the way, and he will not be denied! Give me your power! I wish to feast upon it! Yes! The Cancerverse is bringing an end to mine! That is why a nihilist came. We need your help, Nova! One more. Joke character. A bit of a joke character. I have never
attempted Blob's voice.
So, this is gonna be the voice I use for the blob. Uncle Sam's checked their fingerprints and we found some of their parents already. We'll return them all safe and sound. Don't you worry about a thing. How's it feel being pinned under 2 tons of fun, Runt? Eventually, I was offered a couple of choices. Kinda like a heads you're good, tails you're bad deal. I chose tails. Girl has at least one thing in common with the real Wolverine. That guy doesn't know how to stay down either. I found this diary in Glob's room. Despite the warning label, I did read it. And that's Blob. Ooh, here's one. I'm just going through characters. Yeah, I'm just going through characters that I grew up with playing Marvel.
Not Marvel, but X-Men Legends. Literally one of my favorite video games when I was a kid. And one of the voices that stuck out to me the most was Toad's. And like his whole description.
We now have the perfect ally who will enable us to emerge from virtually nowhere and swiftly kill our enemies in the X-Men and the other accursed spawn of Xavier's highly overrated dream. I ain't the kind of toad that turns into a prince when some beautiful lady kisses him. I'll just stay a toad.
And this one must have been when he was apparently drunk.
No! No excuses. Doesn't matter how it looks. Doesn't matter at all. Came down here to be the monster. Down to change the world. Whatever it takes. Nobody wants to be the monster. Nobody.
Not too many quotes for Toad, is there? Yeah, there's not too many for him. Alright. I'm just kind of going through the Brotherhood of Mutants at this point. Let's see. I'm gonna do Pyro. And there's not too much for Pyro. There's not too many things for Pyro. So let me reduce the voice
Just a little.
I have one last thing to do. Please, Senator. Make it end. The hatred. The death. There's a war coming. Stop it. You're the only one who can.
And here's another. Pyro plays with fire, folks, but he never gets burned. Ooh. Here's another one. Another one.
This will be the last thing that I do. Now, I can't compare to Richard Epcar, but I still want to do Yuhabaha. The original Gote 13 that you established were defenders in name only. They were nothing less than a brutal mob of killers. But that is precisely why they were a force to be feared. And you, Shigekune Yamamoto, standing at the head of that group, were a true demon of the sword. You used whatever means available to defeat your enemies, and the death of others, even your own subordinates, carried no more weight to you than a speck of ash. But all changed when you exterminated the Quincy. You had won for yourselves a world of peace. You found things that you desired to protect, to treasure, and in doing so you became a group of weaklings, ready to hesitate in the name of your meaningless justice or pride. Allow me to tell you what you have failed to realize until the day of your death. Soul Society will die here today, but the Gote 13 died with us 1,000 years ago. And this one is directed at Ichigo. I had intended to take you back with me and re-educate you at a more gradual pace, but it seems there will be no time for that. I will drive you to submission and take you with me by force. Farewell, Ichigo Kurosaki. I will come for you again. So heal your wounds and wait. My precious son, born in the dark. I want to find some more quotes. Oh, here's one more. Do you hear it? The sound of my footsteps. They are the bells that toll for the king of the three worlds. The more you turn your blade against me, the more you will fall into despair. These are the last 9 days of the world. If you cannot understand it, allow me to explain. Nobody can take anything away from me. I am Yua, the man who will rob you of everything. Ooh, this will be the last thing. This will be the absolute last thing I do. Stupid ads. The confined Quincy King regains his pulse after 900 years, his mind after 90 years, his strength after 9 years, and the world in 9 days. Let us go, Uryu, Hashvalth. These are the last 9 days of the world. Nobody can take anything away from me. Everything in this world exists for me to take it. The Soul King is no exception. How many times must I remind you? Do not argue in my presence. I dislike conflict. Thought I figured I'd just look for more quotes from Yuha, but that was it. Ooh! I have another one. One more. I know I said I was going to stop, but this particular voice is one that I really, 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 really want to do. Dear, dear me. I tell you not to say my name, and you say it again. I send you to go and cool your head, and you come right back. Though you may have a few years under your belt, you're still a proper cheeky little brat, aren't you? If you can't do as you're told, I suppose there's nothing else left. I suppose there's nothing else for it. I'll just have to kill you. Now then, my little halved friend, you, Quincy Chief with half of your power cut clean away. Tell me, how does it feel to be utterly crushed by a chief of the Shinigami you so despise? Dear me, you don't seem to appreciate others' kindness. It was for the sake of protecting your dignity that I went to the trouble of halving your strength. If I were to strike you down at your full potential, how could your precious Quincy underlings ever respect you again? Though, of course, I suppose you don't need any dignity when you're dead. You really are a crude one. First, you have the nerve to set foot in the Soul King Palace. Then you invade even the body of a member of Division Zero, the retainers of the Soul King. Filthy human, it's time you learn your place. I shall deliver your divine punishment. Shinuchi Shirafude Ichimonji. Or to use the latest terminology, I suppose you would call this a bankai. After all, long before the concept of a bankai was born into this world, this was the first Zanpakuto ever to take on an evolved form. This blade has the power to carve a new name into anything that has been painted over by Ichimonji. Now then, how do you feel? You who were once called Yua, and are now called Black Ant. Your power right now is equal to that of a single ant crawling upon the ground. A frail life, all too easily destroyed. My power is black. From the moment I unleash my Ichimonji, be they Shinigami or Quincy, living or dead, all black things that exist in this world belong to me. You say my name so lightly. Don't blame me if you lose your voice. Anything covered by the ink of my Ichimonji loses its name. That which has no name can hold no power. Okay, one more. One more quote.
Don't get it? Can't blame you. How you fight, how you attack,
No, no, no! What's wrong? It's all wrong. You've used your Zanpakuto as tools, treated them like subordinates, railed on them like they partners, as family, as friends, role models, students, pets, acquaintances, sweethearts, lovers. Don't make me sick. That's what these guys are trying to tell you. You're looking at things completely the wrong way. Which is superior, the Zanpakuto or the Shinigami? Let's think about that to start with, yeah? You'll be looking at the #1 Zanpakuto creator. Not you, not Q, not Hachi, not Nana, not Roku, not Gomai, not Shi or Sanmai. The name's Nimayo Etsu, and I ain't letting no trash get past me here. So shut up, buckle down, and give it your best shot, 'cause you about to taste a real Division Zero battle. This blade, Sayafushi, is one of my failures. Its blade is too sharp, and its edge too smooth. No matter how much you use it, it'll never chip or scratch, and not a single drop of blood will stick to it. Heck, this thing would put professional blade sharpeners out of a job. But the worst part is, I can't make a scabbard that'll hold it. Without a scabbard, it hardly qualifies as a proper sword, so I couldn't send it down to Serete. That's why I'm pretty happy you've come all the way up here to the Spirit Palace. Thanks to you, I get my chance to use this little fella. I really appreciate it, YH. When you say you're lowering the lethal dose of my blood, that means if I have lots of blood in my body, I'll die, yeah? Then if I just let tons of that blood out till it's below the lethal dose, I'll be all good, right?
And with that, I believe I've gone on almost 2 hours of redoing voices. So I think this might be a good place to stop. Thanks everybody for all the voices you wanted to hear, whether you posted it in the community post or if you posted it on Discord. I greatly appreciate all the voices, and I hope you enjoyed all the extra voices I did as well. To Kitten 1 and 2, I hope you enjoyed. But let me actually put my normal voice back in here. Okay, we're good now. Thanks, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. With that being said, well, actually, you know what? Let me just say my regular outro as normal. Hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Even check out the Patreon, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. And because I know you're coming back anyway. Have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later, peoples! Wrong image.